What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got a really special review for you today of a really cool knife. This one was sent to me by Mr. Eddie, Mr. Eddie _411. Check him out on Instagram. It's thanks to people like him that I get to check out such awesome knives like this. Definitely wouldn't have able to check this one out otherwise, for sure. So before I get into it, definitely check out the Patreon if you're interested in supporting the channel. I try to do something once a week. As a matter of fact, I think I'm overdue right now to do a Patreon exclusive video. I'll try to have that out by the end of this week. Appreciate everyone in Patreon. I think tiers start out $2. I have channel memberships now, so you can, use the emojis. I'm trying to make some more too. Response to the channel memberships has been really awesome. I really appreciate y'all. And the live streams, man, they're awesome too. Every Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central, I do a live stream, and usually go for a couple hours, sometimes less, sometimes more, depending on what I got going on. But I definitely always try to hit that mark. If I can't do it, I can't do it. That's one thing, but definitely try to do that every week. And hey, I've lately been giving away stuff. So anyway, this one, now that I'm done rambling, this is the Strider SNG, man. This is like a Grail knife of mine. I know people, everyone, myself included, throws that term around like crazy. But this is truly a knife that I would love to get my hands on. I've been meaning to get my hands on it now. I finally do have my hands on it. I gotta send it back to Mr. Eddie since it gets lost. Excuse me. But yeah, I would love to eventually own one of these one day. This is a really nice, awesome American made knife. These are very hard to get. They're not they're periodically available. They drop a lot less than something like a Hinder or a Sabenza, but it's kind of right there in what you would consider, or what many consider, or used to anyway, the holy trinity of American made knives. Hinder, Chris Reeves, and Mick Strider. So anyway, this one has a little fancy pants scales on it there that Mr. Eddie put on there. That's a patinaed copper scale, really nice looking. I always wanted one with a tiger stripe. I really love that pattern, kind of almost like a military issue looking Strider or something. Really cool. So before I get off in the weeds, which I already have, I'm gonna go ahead and just do quick specs on it, just like I do every knife. So from the tip of the handle all the way to the end of the, or from the tip of the blade, I'm sorry, all the way to the end of the handle, you're looking at 8 1/4. Blade length, you're looking, if you go all the way here to where it meets up with the scale, you're looking a little over 3 3/4, maybe about 3 7/8 even. If you go to the end of the finger choil right here, you're looking right at about 3 3/8. But sharpened blade length on this is right at 3 inches. So you got that sharpened choil, finger choil, a lot of extra room on there for sure. So let's go ahead, get out the calibers here. Blade stock thickness, thickest part of the spine, not expecting it to be too much of a super slicer. There's 164 thousandths. And behind the edge, it's got a nice grind on it there. Behind the edge, you are looking at, let's see, about 24 thousandths. Handle thickness, now this can be taken into account. I guess it's relative, but this is under 1/2 inch. Average handle thickness, feels pretty nice, just about perfect. Just like most knives. I just do that because some are a little off. So let's go ahead and do size comparisons here. Another American made classic, a lot easier to get your hands on though. Spyderco Paramilitary 2, Spyderco Para 3, definitely more along the lines of the size of the Paramilitary 2, as you can see there. Cold Steel Knives 8010. I don't know why I just shouted when I whipped that one out. Well, I do, because it's cold steel. Demco Knives 8020.5. Right. Definitely more along the lines of the 8010 with length, but the 8010 is definitely like a thicker knife, definitely heftier. Ontario Rat 1, and here is Ontario Rat 2. As you can see, it's more along the lines of the size of the Rat 1. But as far as cutting edge goes, it's pretty close to the Rat 2, right? Again, that's thanks to that classic, legendary, whatever you want to call it, Strider finger choil and sharpening choil there, right? So let's get out the scales. This is kind of useless unless you unless you got one with a copper handle. But that copper is definitely going to add some weight to it for sure. But we'll go ahead and weigh it. 6.6 ounces. About double the ounce and inch ratio there. So definitely a hefty knife for sure. And where's the blue jeans at? Here they are. Go ahead and do blue jeans, pocket check, whatever you want to call it. So definitely nowhere near deep carry. You know, I mean, I'm fine with it myself. You know, I got a Strider in my pocket. I'm fine with it. But yeah, nowhere near deep carry. Definitely sticks out some. But the clip to me is pretty comfortable. You know, I haven't really paid attention to a lot of people's opinions one way or another on Strider clips. But you know, I like it. So let's see what we got here. We'll do a little hardware check. Got a T10. Yep, T10. Pretty sure. All right, T10 on all the body screws. T10 on the pocket clip screw. And I believe, let's get out. It's a T8, I think. Yeah, T8 on that little lock bar stabilizer disc right there. And I think that might actually, you get this on the front. Looks like you might need like a little tool or something, but whenever you flip it over, and definitely correct me in the comments, you know, especially if Scotch and things is watching. This might even be embarrassing for me, but you know, definitely correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think you might need like an adjustment tool for this. Yeah, this is a T15. Not going in too well, but that's the body and the clip screw anyway. So on this one in particular with these scales, you know, the back's all closed in. That's really nice. All the specs are out the way, so we can go into full opinions of the knife. I really like this thing. This is awesome. A lot of people hate the blade to handle ratio, you know, on this thing. I mean, you know, it is, you know, as they say, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. I don't mind it. You know, choke back. I got a full 4-finger grip. I wear a large size glove, you know, which is to say I have average size hands, I guess. You know, it definitely fills up the palm, you know, with that, but it kind of provides a really strong grip. It's really nice. And then choked up is really nice too, because you got this super generous finger choil right there. You got jimping up top, really huge jimping right there, and also extending into the handle. That's really nice. I love the titanium. I love the tiger stripe kind of pattern on the blade. And the I don't know, what would you call that? Is that tiger stripe, or would that almost be like a lightning anode but striped? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Comment sections, you know, exist, so definitely let me know. I'm sure many of you have zero problem letting me know when I'm wrong, and I really do appreciate that. MagnaCut USA there. These are made in the USA by Strider Knives. There's the Strider symbol. Good close look at it there. You know, this is to me a knife that I would love to be able to add in my collection one day. This is an awesome knife, you know. Great slicer, you know. I've cut paper with it, you know. That's pretty much it. I don't want to mess it up, even though, you know, it does have some like scratches there or whatever, you know, but I mean, it doesn't belong to me, so definitely going to treat it with the best respect that I can. In hand, it feels awesome. You know, this is almost kind of like a hollow grind there, I guess, coming off of that flat. You know, that's really nice. It does, yeah, it'll tear through some paper, I'm sure. This thing, you know, and it feels sturdy enough to cut, you know, like it would handle, you know, any everyday task pretty much, you know, unless you're doing something crazy, when it's that case, you know, I don't know. But frame locks out pretty good. Mr. Eddie said he had some lock stick with it originally. He put some oxide compound on it, I believe. It's kind of straightened that out, but I mean, to me, it feels great. I mean, I can middle finger flick it. It's not getting stuck. It's not, you know, nothing. Like it feels great to me. There's your detent right there, about that far close, and it's coming on down, running on washers, which tends to help the, you know, working in muddy, sandy environments or whatever. But yeah, super nice knife, man. The contouring on it feels awesome. It just feels awesome in hand. You know, I love the opening hole. You got stop pins there. It's over travel stop pins, I'm thinking. So they look like thumb studs. But those are actually, well, they can be used as thumb studs, right? Yeah. But you can also use them. Oh, there's that lock stick. Yeah. But you can also use them, you know, you can use them as thumb studs, but they're over travel stops, really. Kind of like with the ZT0562. You know, but with that, you can't use those as thumb studs. Really nice, classic opening hole. You know, awesome knife all the way around. I can't really say too much more about it. I really like it. It's gonna go on my most recommended knives playlist, just like a lot of the knives that I have in from Eddie right now. I really like I like a lot of them. There are some really great knives on there, really good quality stuff. Definitely go check out Mr. Eddie. He's got a YouTube channel. I'm gonna link it down below, and you can go there. You can find his Instagram too. It's Mr. Eddie _411. He makes cool knives and he owns cool knives, just like this one. So definitely go check him out. And I will see you guys on the next one. I'm gonna go play with this Strider a little more.